Hi guys, we're back. We're going to do a final on our U.S.S. Aries PHM 5 Patrol Hydrofoil Missile Boat from Hobby Boss in 1/200 scale. But before I do that, I want to do a quick shop card shout out to Big Charlie's Auto Garage. He sent me 2 different cards. Find him on YouTube, and there's his address, email address at the bottom. So if you'd like to his shop card, he's got a tanker truck and he's got a cab over USA truck on both of them. And I want to thank you very much, Big Charlie. I sent yours out. Hopefully you got it by now. If you would like to get a shop card from me or swap shop cards, my email address is on the About section on my channel page, and it's also in most of my videos in the description. And I will be happy to send you out a shop card no matter where you are in the world. Alright, moving on to business at hand. And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We're right in that area, depending on when you watch the video. When I get it posted, it'll be after Christmas but before New Year's. But anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's to everyone. We've got the Aries finished, except for building a case. I'm going to have to build a case for it. Looked around, but none of the display cases, pre-made ones, are either super way too big or they're not tall enough to be taller than the mast of the Aries. If I'd have done it more the way she looks now, and it docked, then a regular car case would have fit, because the forward foil would be folded up and be up here, and the aft foils would be back up on the back and only be about 4 inches tall, sitting on a stand, which would have fit in a regular car case. But we didn't. We have it with the foils deployed. So anyway, this kit went together well. Has lots of fiddly parts, tiny parts, and the photo etch could be a bear just because it's so fine and small, and the unforgivingness of photo etch sometimes. I wish the kit would have included, I know some of the parts you couldn't have included in photo etch, but some I wish they would have done in plastic, and I would have had a choice between the photo etch part or a plastic part. That being said, it all came together. We had to do custom decals because the kit only comes with the decals for the Pegasus, and of course we're doing the Aries, so we needed, fortunately there's enough letters in Pegasus that were close enough that and I could change a P using the U, cutting it up to turn the P into an R and the rest of the U into an I, so I had my Aries lettering. So we have our Aries on the stern where it should be. We've got our flags on it. We've got our 10 harpoon missiles mounted back here. Depending on duty assignment, I guess you would say, would depend on the number of harpoon tubes that they would carry there on the stern. Well, most pictures showed them with either 7 or 8, but gave you the option to put adding up to 10, so we went ahead and put all 10 on there. So the photo etch looks fine for the railings and whatnot. There's a lot of actual rigging on here, but the size of this is so small that the rigging would have been bigger than the photo etch parts to try to put it on. And most of it attaches to photo etch sections of the boat, so it would ended up just bending the parts. So we didn't add there's a lot of rigging that goes from the mast down. I don't know if they'll show up in the pictures. I'll try to move in a little closer here. Try to zoom in, but if it'll show. So we've even got, we've got our photo etch windshield wipers are all in there. We've got the the railings, the target control pod tower, that's all photo etch. That was the hardest part of the whole thing, was that damn thing there. And we've got photo etch railings along the walkway, along the upper cabin section there. We got our turbine exhaust, and then like the brackets for the lifeboat, and also for the harpoon missiles. That's all also photo etch. Overall, the kit was fine. I mean, for what it was, I was disappointed in it, in the fact only that I assumed when I bought it that this model was about twice the size of what it actually is. I never, and that's my fault. I should have read the box more closely. I just looked at it, it said 1/200 scale, and you had an 18-inch long box, and you figure, okay, well, usually the box pretty much dictates the size of the hull. Not that the box was over twice the size of the thing. I'm assuming that's just because they used the kit box at size that they already had handy, and just put put the printed the wrapper on it or what. But I was assuming that this was to be about somewhere between 15 and 18 inches long and 1/200 scale, but it was not. It was only, I'd say it comes in just under 8. That being said, I would build it again. There are a few things I'd do differently if I did, but all the tiny fiddly bits, again, boys and girls, is why I usually don't do a lot of ships, even though coming up in this winter, right after the first of the year, as soon as I get the second bench set up, we are going to be starting on the 96 scale Constitution. But again, that's a lot larger, a lot of fiddly parts, but again, it's a lot bigger model, and these big old mittens. I probably bent the railings on this thing 100 times. Every time I went to pick it up, I basically would bend something and have to straighten it back out. Fortunately, it's a pretty resilient brass. But anyway, we'll do some pictures at the end of the final, and once I get a display case built, I'll probably post some pictures on Facebook of it in the display case, and then I'll see if the museum would like it. Then we'll send it to them, and if not, then I'll just put it on my shelf. So anyway, guys, again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and wherever you are in the world, whatever holiday you celebrate, if it was Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or Festivus or whatever one floats your boat, no pun intended, and we will see you in the new year with a new build. We'll be shut down until the new year. So check out the pictures at the end, and good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in the world when you watch my video, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.